frame out a little wall. This column back is gonna be column out. See him? This guy. I'm gonna build an office that's gonna go from here back. I want to have a room here for my conference table, my important business meetings, and then on the back side I'm gonna have like a couch and TV and whatnot for when my wife and kiddo are up here. They can be comfortable while I'm working on all this stuff and creating the madness that I am going crazy with. But they'll be comfortable and stoked, so that's all that matters. So we're gonna do a little time-lapse video-ish thing, and I'm gonna put like a little wall here, and it might be like behind, front, back. It's gonna go there. I'm gonna use a bunch of this wood, and then on the face of it, I'm gonna put some insulation foam, and then a chicken wire, and then I'm gonna concrete the face of it. I'm gonna put a big number 7 on it, because, well, my daughter was born in July, so that's part of it. That's pretty cool. And I think it's just a cool looking number, and I found a cool font that I like, and I'm gonna do that. So it'll be a giant 4 foot by 7 foot 7, and then when I do the face of this, I'm gonna distress it, make it look beat up where it looks like this concrete wall has been here for the time the building's been here, which will fool everyone. So here we go. Watch some cool stuff. So I know what you're thinking. Why did you just put it up like that? Well, maybe what I didn't tell you before, I already put a bunch of lines up on the walls and whatnot, so I already know it's plumb. So that's how it's gonna be. And I'm gonna put the foam up, then we'll put the screen and whatnot. So it'll look a lot cooler a little bit, but I just want to kind of frame this piece out. I don't know yet what I want to do door-wise. I kind of want to do like a little like 30-degree angle, so I think that might be cooler because everything's always like 90s and 22.5s. Maybe we can do cooler than that. Maybe a radius. Ha! But the cool thing is this little over the line Donnie. I'm just gonna I'm gonna put my 2x4s against that line all the way down. And that's my my go-to. I measured off of the concrete a few days ago, and crazy enough, from 1940, those guys' tape measures were calibrated for Ohio standards. So yeah, this will be the cool line. Cool line. It's gonna be cool. So I'm gonna frame this up, get this piece locked in, because I have so much of this. I'm rich! I'm rich! I'm rich! I'm rich! So I've got so much of this stuff that that's gonna be the wall. And I'm gonna take out parts of the ceiling, but that'll come up later. Once I frame it, I'm gonna just take out the pieces I need to, and I'll screw into those ceiling joists, and then Some of these are going to become workbenches for out here. I have so much that I just have to start kind of like figuring out what I'm going to do with it. Inside is going to get some of this too, but he's just piling up, so I'm going to have to start working out here to figure out what I'm going to do and how I'm going to do it. But yeah, so I gotta push all this stuff back because luckily I just stacked it all on here. But this will be really cool because I'm gonna have a whole wall here, but there's gonna be windows so I can see into the shop, and then I'll have a cool little conference table kind of thing here, a TV on the wall that I can have my computer working on. That's computer talk. And then I'm gonna probably concrete these walls too because Tony Stark's little office kitchen area was so cool. And so I'm gonna probably do that. I think I'm gonna mimic that whole thing because he had the Macintosh sofa, not computer Macintosh. He had the Ease lounge chair, or sorry, not the lounge chair, the bent plywood, not recliner, it's not a lazy boy. It'll come to me later. But it looked cool. It looked so cool. It had the red metal cabinets, he had the concrete counters, the uppers were white, and I kind of want to just steal that whole idea and put that over there. But things are changing daily because I keep finding so many cool ideas of just textures and shapes and movement and colors, and so I don't know. It's gonna be cooler, and I'm gonna get this just set up for the end of summer. This has to be done, and then the podcast room has to be done, because that is what's gonna take us through winter time. I'm gonna get some heaters up above here because it gets cold. Seriously, it gets cold. It's super cold. It's at 9 degrees in the year I get here. That's the coldest we got. Heard it gets worse. Hoping not for that. This looks like a freezer. It gets so cold in here. But I'll get, this is the goal. For summertime, we're gonna get this whole area set up. Probably even primed. That'd be rad. Primed and painted for the inside. I'd be so stoked on that. And then this room, cool door over here, because if you've seen the Avengers and the Iron Man movies, he's got a concrete, Tony Stark has a concrete wall, and then there's like an airplane propeller, a cool door here, and that's what goes up to a stairway, but that's the door that's gonna go into the podcast room. So, that's the plan. All right? Check it out. Wu-Tang! Saturday morning. So we're gonna frame up this wall. I'm gonna take out a bunch of these little foam ceiling panel deals. I'm gonna leave these ones in here because I just don't know what I'm gonna do quite yet. This one only has like a little bit of water damage. You can barely see the stain. So I'm gonna frame up to this wall and hopefully use a bunch of this stuff because I gotta figure out where to do, what to build with all this wood. There's a whole lot of catastrophe on this wall that will be most of this wood because I have to rebuild. I think that's the back side of the kitchen that's destroyed. So much water damage. That whole side's got a bunch of bad luck. So I'm gonna frame this up, use a bunch of this stuff, and I'm not gonna do that part because I don't know what I'm gonna do for a door yet. I kind of want to use, there's a big slab of bowling lane that I might CNC out like a cool design. That's code for design for the door, but we'll just see what happens. So let's build some walls, or a wall, just this wall. That'll work. Peace out.